right out of the gate, I'm hearing so many different songs. So you are definitely clairaudient among other different abilities. This message is going to be very specific. So if it's not your message, don't try to jam it up and make it fit. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm hearing love is a battlefield, birds flying high, and we are the champions. I know there's some other songs, but I can't think of them off the top of my head, and I didn't write this channeled message down. You are officially on your victory tour. Victory. And you are starting from ground zero. The number 46 could be important as well. But what I'm seeing is you are starting from ground zero, and within the next 24 hours, you will be given a sign on any other loose ends you need to tie up. Like you could be praying about, do I follow this person? Do I go with them? I don't know. I'm a little confused. So anything that you've been praying about, be prepared to get the clarity that you need on that specific matter. You are needing a lot of rest at this time. I'm hearing at least 2 to 3 days of rest from what you have been battling through, what you've been working through. It's like in your dream state, you are moving between worlds, or in the 3D, you are still moving between worlds. It depends on your abilities. And that's what I'm being told. Like, it depends on if you have visions or if you have dreams, whichever is your stronger ability, however you see as a seer. But this is a grand rising. This is a grand awakening. Oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. You are going through a grand awakening where you have so much love coming in. It will make you more flexible. It will liberate you. It will make you free. You have a great love coming in that is going to help you remember that you are the fighter, that you are a king, a queen, and that you are the voice. This is going to supercharge you. So take 2 to 3 days to rest, recharge your batteries. You might know that you need this type of rest. So you're getting, I'm hearing stocks and supplies. Like you might be running a bunch of errands. You're maybe doing a staycation. Maybe you're going away. Maybe you're just trying to take it easy because it's been rough on you. Everything that you've been going through. And you know that you've been victorious, but you haven't maybe had the time to rest and even celebrate yourself. So Spirit is really wanting you to celebrate yourself more. But I know maybe the perfectionist in you is trying to get a whole bunch of other things done so you can't even do that correctly. So maybe you're trying to get all of your groceries. You're trying to get all the laundry done. You're trying to make sure all of your ducks are in a row so it's not making your whole brain steam when you're trying to sit down to relax. But I keep hearing we are the champions, and this is your victory lap. You have 1 to 2 loose ends that you are going to figure out, and it is happening soon. This great love is approaching you in the next couple of days. Maybe that's why you need to be rested. There is a great love, a great friendship, and for some of you both. Some of you are going to be meeting the great love, which is a friend, and then others of you are going to be meeting the great love, which is a lover. And whoever this person is, they are going to help activate your heart. They are going to help unlock something in your heart, and this is going to support you in so many ways that you just never even fathomed or knew. This has me discombobulated. Your whole message has me discombobulated, and I'm trying to figure it out. It has me malfunctioning, but whatever you thought you could run away from, you are being stopped right in your tracks. Somebody is like, hey, I'm holding your heart back here. Turn around. You need to turn around. I got your whole heart right here. You're like, wait, what? So this heart chakra activation, Archangel Raphael, you are given permission at this time to be the full 2.0, which you never wanted to do unless you had your finances correct, unless you had certain things in order. You're like, I can't just be out here enjoying myself, and I don't know if I'm going to get this promotion. I don't know if I'm going to get this job. I don't know if I'm going to live here much longer. I don't know if I'm going to have a car to drive. Like, There were all of these things that you had to get in a row, and that is why this message is very specific. Do not take it if it is not yours, because I do not falsely channel anything. It's either yours or it's not. So I don't want to see anybody in the comments like, oh my gosh, you're wrong because this is that, and my person did this, and they didn't do that, and this person never came, and da-da-da-da. No. You will know if this message is for you. You will know right out of the gate the minute I start speaking. You will know that it's yours. You are starting from zero. Zero. But not the type of zero you're used to, where everything's been unraveled and people are screaming and crying and you're just like, oh my gosh, I gotta fend for myself. Wherever you thought you could run away to, whatever you thought you could give up on, you are being shown where you need to turn this car around. Do not be discouraged in the new life that you are going to be living. This is a life that you deserve. This is your grand awakening. It's like you weren't sure before if you were supposed to be the voice, especially those of you that are chosen, those of you that have social media accounts for your spiritual purpose, sirens. You are also under the great protection of Archangel Michael. No weapons formed against you are ever, ever, ever going to prosper. Let them sharpen them and let them try. They will get sorted out. You weren't sure if this was really your calling, if you were supposed to be the breaker of chains, if you were supposed to be the mother of dragons, or if you were supposed to be, you didn't know if your purpose was for real or for fake. You're like, is this something I just made up? Is this something that's going to like go somewhere? Because I do feel fulfilled doing this, but like sometimes I don't know. There is a fighter in you. Maybe for a long time you were this orphan. I'm getting orphan energy where you've always had to go from one place to the next and it's frustrating. And you, maybe the last couple of years, have finally been getting more stability than you've ever had. And Spirit is wanting you to recognize this. Okay, Spirit is wanting you to recognize that there have been 97,329 times that you have had to move. You've been upheavaled. You have had a breakup. You have been disheveled from friendships that did not work out, people that weren't supporting you, people that were working against you. There are 97,329 times. And it even says on here, grand total. Grand total. So I'm getting grand rising, grand awakening, and your grand total. So everything is being moved to zero because you don't feel that burden anymore. That is why you're going through this heart chakra activation. You don't feel that burden anymore of like, oh my gosh, this happened to me and that happened to me. So you are finding it in your heart to forgive. You are finding it in your heart to move forward, and you are ready to go the distance. Wherever before you were going to skedaddle and run, you were going to get out of certain situations before they got a hold of you. You are now seeing where you need to go the distance. And it's reminding me of Arya Stark. Little Ari had to run away from home because of all the bad things that were happening in Game of Thrones. But she went the distance and she became unstoppable. To do things when nobody thought she had survived. Nobody thought because of her size that she could. And she was not one to be messed with, like ever. You are not the one. Whatever is coming towards you, this grand awakening, this great love, it is going to knock you on your feet. And something dawned on me today. You've had your heart broken 97,000 times, okay? Not just because I calculated this randomly, but because you had people around you that did not value you. You had a mother that didn't value you. You had a father that didn't value you. A lover that didn't value you. All these people that did not care for you as they should, and they repeatedly broke your heart, ripped it out, and stomped on it. And tried to call that love. They were like, oh my gosh, what do you mean your heart is on the floor? It's fine. You're like, it's not fine. My heart is broken. My heart hurts. So then you stopped giving your heart so freely. You started protecting it more and getting the frick up out of the way, or out of whoever's path of destruction. So now you are going back to ground zero where it all started. The people that were in your life from 0 to 7 years old. Whoever was in your life or not in your life from 0 to 7 years old, this is where you realize if you were valued or not valued. And that is carried with you until this very moment, until this point. You're like, oh, the reason why I went through the 97,000 other times of hardship is I was never taught that I was valued. So you're definitely a light worker. You could be just figuring out that you're chosen, or you have this great purpose. If you are picking up what I am putting down, I want you to affirm it below. I have a great purpose. And people are taking notice. I am attracting a great love, which is going to bring me great support. Wherever you felt like you had to live 2 different lives, okay? You had to live your life in the matrix and your life outside of the matrix, or you had to live your life with your family and then, having your life outside of them, having to be 2 different people. You don't have to do that anymore. It's beginning to merge. It is beginning to become one. There is also a great celebration, or there is something that you want to do to really celebrate. If you guys feel comfortable sharing what that is in the comments, feel free to share that. But there is something really big that you are going to get for yourself, or you are going to do for yourself to show you like, I freaking did it. I am of value. So whatever you are about to purchase, I feel like it's big. It ain't small. And it has been calling to you like a siren, okay? You are the siren. But there is something that you deeply desire that is not a person. I don't think that you don't desire a person or friendship, because that's coming in regardless. But there's something else for all of your hard work that you truly desire, that you are going to officially put your stamp of approval on and bring it towards you, because you know with every fiber of your being that you now deserve this. So you're going to stand on it. You're going to stand on business. You're like, I don't know how I'm going to get that thing. I don't know. I will figure it out though. You are prepared for the hiccups. You are prepared for the challenges. You are prepared to draw your sword if you have to. You are not taking no for an answer. Period. This is going to be the grand chapter in your life, one that you will never forget. You will never forget the things that you are about to do. So I really hope that whatever little duckies you needed to get in a row, that you got them sorted so you can enjoy every freaking stinking moment that is happening. You are making huge strides. And so if you've been hard on yourself, like, oh, I don't know, you just need to rest a little bit more and celebrate yourself a little bit more. Whatever this big thing is it you traveling to somewhere that you've always wanted to travel to? Is it you buying a home? Is it you moving into your dream location? Is it you moving to another state or country? Is it you backpacking through somewhere? Is it you buying your dream car? Is it you having your dream party or dream celebration? There is something where you're going to stand on it and you refuse to take no for an answer. And what I love about this energy too is You're not trying to get screwed over on this. Whatever this is, like say it is a home or a car or a big purchase, you refuse to not get a deal. That is also proving to you that you are knowing your worth, you are knowing your value, and you are marinating in it. So when somebody tries to get one over on you, like, oh, sorry, this is going to be the interest rate, they're like, yeah, the interest rate's going to be 452. You're like, you need to knock some decimals, and some zeros and some other numbers off of that number, because that I am not accepting. You might go into a dealership in the next couple of weeks, or next week even. There's a lot unfolding for you in the next couple of days. You might walk into a dealership, and though you know the very car you want is sitting right in front of you, you might walk right up out of there just to show them, I will get what I want. I will get what I want. You won't screw me over. I'll show you how I walk out this door. I'm very, very good at it. You're going to be showing the salespeople what time it is. You are not getting taken for a ride ever again. You are going to be showing people, I am not desperate for this. I can get this anywhere. I can get a realtor anywhere. I can get a finance advisor anywhere. I'll chat GPT my way up out of this mess. You refuse to take no for an answer or to accept anything less than you deserve. If you made it this far into the message, I want you to affirm below, I refuse to accept anything less than what I deserve. I want to give a shout out to Melanie, my bestie on the internet. She just got a lot of good news, and I just want to send her hugs and love, and I'm so happy for her. She just got a new puppy, and she's closing on her home, and I think that's just great. Like, good things are happening. So you're starting from a different type of ground zero. Not a ground zero where the tower came in, it took everything you had, and you're just left with dust and ashes. The life that you deserve. Everything is being wiped clean, so you can start where you deserve. Another example that I have that might resonate with you is you could have been getting services from like different places, and now you have one person that can do all of that for you, or you will be doing some of these things yourself to show you the value of what you have. You are just feeling magnificent. You're feeling valuable. You are feeling valued, and you refuse to let anyone else in your life that does not make you feel that doesn't bring that to the table. As you're realizing all of this great value, you are becoming more flexible because you are going to have the right people in your corner. And there were so many people cooperating with trying to infect your life. It's like you couldn't meet anyone without them becoming jealous or envious. It's like no one, you could never let anyone too close to you, because that is what would always happen. Someone would start feeling some type of way, would start to see this, so you would move away. And this is what people don't seem to like realize about you. People are reckless with their feelings or their animosity around you. This great love or great friendship that you have coming in is going to help you go the distance. It is you joining spiritual forces with someone that is just like you. And I'm hearing that your finances are going to start to improve. So if you already thought they were doing pretty good, they are going to improve even more, because you are going to make an investment. For some of you, it's financial. For others of you, it's like time. But you are going to make a certain investment that is going to pay you back tenfold, because This investment requires you knowing that you are valuable. So let's say you wanted to be careful with how you spent money and you were doing really good, but now you need to invest in this other thing because these other people are screwing you over. You're like, okay, I need to let go of this and I'm going to invest over here. And even though this might cost a little bit more, I'm worth the little bit more. So that is a big lesson that you have coming in, is like, are you going to do what is cheaper and more destructive to save a few pennies? And I don't feel like it's a few if it's money. I feel like it's a couple hundred. So there might be a couple $100 that you might have to spend more to invest in something else. But it's because you are worth the value. You are worth that. Okay, you are worth that. No matter what and who told you different growing up, you are worthy of this. You are worthy of being pampered. You are worthy of being showered with love. You are worthy of being protected, being taken care of. You are worthy of loyalty. Hearing loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. You guys affirm it below. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. I am worthy of it all. We have the devil in reverse. You fought the devil and won. Not I fought the law and the law won. I fought the devil and won. You are immune. Certain things that, or people that have been trying to affect you with spell work, they only bound you. It was like sleight of hand. It was a trick. Things that were sent your way spiritually only slowed you down a little bit. Only tripped you up a little bit. So what they wanted you to do, none of that really worked. That's how powerful you are. That's how protected you are. It just gave you anxiety and it made you feel like you couldn't move, like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. And we talked about this in another message where you felt bound, like you felt like you were in this spiritual straitjacket of, I don't know, nothing works out for me, blah, 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 blah. So all of everything that they sent your way towards your health, your beauty, your relationships, your finances, everything they sent your way more felt like some janky spirit of delay. And if they really knew how they couldn't affect you like that, they're now finding out, because these practitioners and these people that really tried you, they're falling off the face of the earth. They're becoming ill. They're becoming sick. They wanted you to feel powerless, as if everyone was mocking you or making fun of you, like everything that you did was a waste of time. They basically wanted you to go out into the world like you had stuff on your face. You know what I'm saying? And that is just not going to work. So somebody is paying the ultimate price. Your enemies are paying the ultimate price. Your friends that did you dirty, your family that did you dirty, and everybody in between, they are paying the ultimate price for whatever they chose to sacrifice. Their holier than thou act is up in smoke. You're not really going to be hearing nothing from them because they are paying the ultimate price. And you are watching it go up in smoke. You are making very important decisions in matters of your heart on you choosing your value. Anything that leads you to you being valuable, that is worth you fighting for. And anybody that wants to stand in your way or get in your way, Godspeed. Because it's like these people, some of these people that are newer in your life, I feel like they're colleagues, coworkers, terrible bosses that want to hit me baby one more time. They're going to know that they're toxic, okay? They're going to know. You are being brought people that are very strategic. My overthinkers that are watching, you have had to overthink and over strategize your whole life, being in fight or flight. Now you are going to have a team of people in the 3D and in the ethers that are going to do a lot of the strategizing for you, because on this timeline, you are just supposed to know that you are valuable and do less. Affirm it below. I'm ready to do less. Let them do the strategizing for you, because you are officially being liberated. Anyone trying to challenge you, you have the truth by your side and divine protection. Wear that like a badge of honor. But yeah, I'm seeing that there's one person that thinks everything they do is right. You have one person that is going to put up a little bit of a fight. They're going to put up a little bit of a fight because they don't truly know your power yet. This might be a test and a trap for them to F around and find out. They feel like you're this little lamb and you've been hidden in plain sight, and they're coming in to like, I can push them around, boopity boopity boop. No. You're not taking any more shade, any more disrespect. You can read their body language and they have you all the way effed up. You have sniffed them out. And this is your confirmation that they are one of the people that you need to walk away from. For some of you, it's more than one person, but it's somebody like this. And if you are not familiar with House of the Dragon, because this is my House of the Dragon Game of Thrones deck, Alicent Hightower, she's the arch nemesis. She's the villain. She's the fake friend. She's the friend that you grew up with, and then she changes because your life seems better and they're jealous. This is every ex-friend of the Chosen that wanted to F around and find out. This is every self-righteous, judgmental friend that used religion against you, that used their belief system against you, and bottom line, they did not make you feel valued and only liked you when you were doing whatever they wanted at their beck and call. So now it's time for you to do what you want to do. It's time for you to progress. It is time for you to make your first move. And for a lot of you, you're like, okay, I'm going to rest and I'm going to, for once, figure out something magical that I want to do that's going to make me really happy. So let's say you're moving. You're like, wow, I want to take my time decorating. So in your time off, you're going to think about furniture that you want, curtains that you want, things that you want to do in that new home. For others of you, it could be a vacation, thinking about all of the sites that you want to see and like mapping everything out. You are getting time. It's almost like some time is going to stand still for you to be able to do this. Maybe whatever this big purchase is, you being able to enjoy it and figure out the details of what you want. You are always having to figure out the details of some mess. You are always having to figure out the details of some things that you really don't want to do or take care of. And it's time for you to just like enjoy yourself more. There's something coming in that's really big. It's something that you've really wanted. This has to do with this big purchase. And it's going to be a part of this great love that you have for yourself. So you guys could be meeting somebody, I feel like somebody that you went to school with. It could be somebody from your past, somebody that you knew in school a long time ago. That could be coming into the fold with this great love. And then I feel like for others of you, you have a great friendship that's coming in or a great supporter. And it's going to be an introduction, like people introducing you to this person. Like, hey, I really want you to meet so-and-so. And it's almost like people are going to be doing the networking for you. Maybe you don't really like networking, so let that happen for you. Whoever wants to introduce you to someone, that's going to work out really well for you and is part of your next step. Okay, and this person could also be a Gemini. They don't have to be, or they could be a water sign or a fire sign. Okay, what else do we have coming in? Temperance. It is airplane. It is time for you to live your life in peace. It's everybody else around you that needs to kind of sleep with one eye open. Your broken heart is mending. Yeah. This new thing that you have coming in, I keep going back to that because that's what I'm channeling. Whatever this great thing is, don't let anybody try to talk you out of that. Like, oh, you don't need that car. Oh, you don't need that house. Oh, you don't need all that space. You don't need all of that yard. You don't need that many animals. You don't need, like, keep this to yourself. Keep this to yourself. Because a lot of people aren't happy for you. And you might already know this because maybe the last time you tried to bring something like this up, other people tried to beat you to the punch. And it wasn't even a race. They were like, oh, they're going to get a new house? No. Now we're house shopping. And we're going to get a house too. Okay. Or you could be planning a wedding. You might have just been proposed to. And now somebody else wants to get married real quick. It's giving that, and you are very familiar with it. So whatever that is, this thing that you keep circling back to, that you haven't yet, followed through on, do that for yourself. Maybe you think, oh, maybe I'll look ridiculous in that house, or I'll look ridiculous in that car. People are going to judge me like, oh, who do they think they are? You're somebody really important. They should ask them. Where's my calculator? They should ask somebody. We have attachment. You are going to be releasing this attachment to your old self. Your old self that would hide some of your desires. Like, well, I do want this house, but no, I'm not going to get it. Or getting the house and being like, well, Ma, I'm not going to show anybody. I'm not going to tell anybody about it. After you do the thing, that's when you really need to be celebrating it. If you feel called to have a housewarming party, have a housewarming party. Be selective, obviously, because we chosen once ourselves. We're getting selective with who we want in our home. But do that if you feel called to do that. Whatever it is that you want to do to celebrate that, let go of this attachment that it's going to look ridiculous, because that is how your family or the people that were involved in your life from 0 to 7, that's how they would act. I remember, for instance, when I finally, this was like a long time ago, I finally got a newer car, and I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't wait to show my family. And I was like, one of the first people I showed was my mother, and she wouldn't even look at it. Came outside and was like this. Yeah, that's cool. I was like, oh my gosh, look, I got a new car. After paying off court fines, after not driving for however long, after Ubering everywhere, for a lot of you already know that I'm in my sobriety. I just saw 11/11 on my timer. And it's crazy that I just saw 11/11 because I'm about to hit 11 years sober. Anyways, it's not about me, it's about you. But story time. And I had just paid off all these fines, and it was so important to me to be able to get this vehicle. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, it's finally here. I went through hell. A lot of you guys already know the story. I went through hell to get that car. And so my mother-in-law got me that car, helped me get that car. And she wouldn't even look at it. My mother would not even look at it. People are going to look. You will know who to share that with and who to not. New me, spiritually awakened me, would never, because we're zero contact and it's going to stay that way. You feel me? I would never now be like, oh my gosh, look. No. I'd save that for a real one. Because all she taught me was I was not valuable. Not valuable to care for, not valuable enough to feed, always a second thought or a last thought. Okay, so it has taken me a long time to work through. I am worthy of eating. I am worthy of resting. Like, I grew up malnourished, and then even when I was able to eat, when I went to go live with my mom after being malnourished, so I went from feeling like, oh, I don't deserve food because nobody's here to take care of me, having no adult supervision for years, being small, having to fend for myself, to then living with her across the United States and feeling like if I ate, it was a crime. So didn't matter what side of the US I was on and which parent I was with, I was learning the same thing, whether that person was present or not. And technically, one wasn't present physically or emotionally or mentally, and the other one just wasn't present but was actually standing there in front of me. So whoever has tried to teach you to try to be attached to this is all you can be. This is all you're ever going to be. You're not worthy of anything. This is your victory lap. It is time to spread your wings and fly and say F it. Say F it. When I got that car back then, I didn't have the confidence that I do now. So even with that car, even though I'm so proud of it, I still kind of played myself small. Like, no, this is all I deserve. Like, and this is going to be plenty. It's just, I don't want to do too much. And I'm just going to keep it right here. And that'll be fine. And I just played myself so humble. I was always playing myself up out of my position. Always like, no, you don't deserve that. Like, who do you even think you are? Like, I could have a whole argument with myself. Don't do what I did in the past. Let this be your victory. And whatever shadow aspect this is, you can pull this mask off and stop pretending that you don't like what you like, that you don't do what you do. This is like being an influencer and loving it. Being a tarot reader and loving it. Or being loving to collect certain things or do certain hobbies and being like, no, I don't want to tell anybody, they're going to make fun of me. But these are things that bring you joy. You are valued. And anyone trying to laugh at you is jealous of the fact that you are liberated and that you are proud. Stand on being proud of yourself. You deserve that. You deserve that. But I'm hearing that strongly. There is something big that you want. It's big. It ain't small. Okay? I don't know if it's a dog, if it's a house. Like, you don't have to tell me. But I just feel like it's big and it just keeps circling back around. Like, it's calling your name. Like, you deserve this. And you're like, no. Because, like, well, what if this happens? And then they tell me no. And then I got to put this much down. And then the interest rate's too high. And then what about the property taxes? And, like, what if... Y'all know I'm your spiritual accountant, okay? Anything that you spend comes in times 10. And I know you feel like you are at 0 right now. But let's just close our eyes for a second. It's coming in at the minimum times 8. The minimum. The minimum that you are going to be getting things the way that you spend and the way that you love and the way that you give. I want you to give with your whole heart. Not begrudgingly like, oh, I bought this for them. And like, but it was like out of necessity and it was out of love, and then you're like mad at yourself or resentful. No, throw that out the window. Everything that you spend and everything that you give, it is coming back to you at the minimum times 8. The minimum. The minimum. Okay? And at the maximum, 31. So 8 times on the lower end and 31 times. Could you imagine getting something 31 times? The angel of balance is here. I keep like not looking at what's on top, like, and I'm just shook. Your angels are restoring balance because you see your value, bringing you the great love. It's beautiful. Like for some of you, it's this great love for yourself. You could already have a great lover that is the love of your life. So now it's the great love for yourself that you've been working on, and a great friendship that is coming in for you. Then for others of you, you are just discovering this great love for yourself. So you have a great lover coming in or great friendship coming in. And some of you are getting that times 31, and you're getting all of it. Getting all of it. Your angels are restoring balance. Affirm it below. My angels are restoring balance. My angels stand on business. Hello. But yeah, whatever you keep circling back around to, I bet you're seeing it everywhere. I bet you're seeing it subliminally. I bet you're seeing it subliminally everywhere. The car that you want, you're seeing it everywhere. And it's something that's rare. Something that some of the things that you want, they're very rare and hard to find. And you deserve that. So you're seeing signs of it everywhere. And you're like, no, I'm just seeing that because it's in my subconscious. It's on my vision board. If it's on your vision board, bestie, why is it not parked in your garage? If it's on your vision board, why is it not parked in front of your apartment? If it's on your vision board, why don't you have the keys to this door? That is what is being balanced. Forgive yourself for not acknowledging this sooner. Like, oh, I should have acknowledged this sooner. Why was I trying to keep it so humble? Why was I trying to keep it so cute? You're being called to action. Ready, set, cameras, action. Like, your angels are saying, take that inspired action. Take it, because you are that person on the block. You will always be the word on the street. There will always be people chirping about you. That's just the way that it is. So again, Spirit wants you to know that you deserve this great love. You deserve this great thing that you keep thinking about. Like, oh my gosh, I would have so much fun in that house. I would have a pool. I would go swimming all the time. Some of you guys are destined to be on the internet. For instance, some of you guys are destined to be on the internet because of your purpose. So you deserve to have some of these things. Like, if it's a house you want to be able to make content in, if it's your own roof and you don't have to have roommates or family living with you, this is your victory lap. So I also feel like for those of you that are online specifically, now this could apply to any of you, but for those of you that are online or you're building your online career, you deserve these things because they are going to help supercharge you. Okay, the animals that you want to buy, the house that you want to buy, the car that you want to buy, it's going to help supercharge you because you have to know that you are a celebrity. Not saying that you have to have these things to feel like you're a celebrity and you're cool. You will always be that. But it's so you can see, I got this because I saw that I was valuable. And I stopped playing it small. And now I can show others that are on my path and in my purpose how to do the same. You want to be that influencer. You take your purpose seriously. You're not the other influencers that are trying to flex. So don't ever compare yourselves to them. You are not an influencer that's trying to keep up with the Joneses. You are not somebody online that's trying to pretend you have things that you don't. You've never been that. So don't even try to be mean to yourself like you have. Because you're not. A lot of these people that others look up to, they're going to end up walking away from them because their mask will drop. Their mask will drop. Where will they be when their numbers drop or the money's gone? Will they still do what they love? Will they still pick up the camera and do what they love with no money involved? You are the type of person that is going to show people not to get discouraged. If this is your purpose, then it is for you, whether you are getting paid or not. But Spirit is saying you will be paid your weight in gold. Oh, that's making me emotional. You will be paid your weight in gold. Door to healing and happiness. Oh, I'm hearing somewhere over the rainbow. If you made it this far into the video, affirm it below. Somewhere over the rainbow. What is over the rainbow for you? Because it's on the way. Some important numbers could be 33, 34, 27, 28. And then we have 5, 6, and 48. For any of you guys that do numerology. Oh, and the number 9. So someone could be a life path 5, 6, or 9. 5, 6, or 9. We have journey. This is how you look at your journey. This is how you look at your purpose. Even though you haven't been paid, you don't have all the things, maybe you're still paycheck to paycheck, whatever it is, you've gone through all of this suffering so you can be smarter than your ancestors. You are the generational curse breaker, and you were put here to be able to do the things that they could not do. So let them restore balance for you. Enjoy the walk that you're walking on. Enjoy that. Like, I remember when I first started my YouTube journey and I was like, oh my gosh, like I remember being at 6,000 subscribers. I remember being at 7,000 subscribers, being at 10,000, being at 13,000, and I loved every minute of it. Like, it didn't matter how long I had to be at work. I had to be at my 9 to 5. I was like, I just want to go home and talk to the collective. Those are my best friends, and I'm so excited. And a lot of you guys were here when I was starting from ground zero. Ground zero. And it's taken me a long time to realize my value, to realize my worth. So some of you guys have grown up with me on this channel, on this journey. The door to your personal healing and happiness is here. Yep. Your voice is supposed to be heard. Your voice is supposed to be heard. And there are things coming, there are things entering your life that are going to help you have clarity. They're going to help you think. I'm also getting the number 46, 45, and 38. These things are going to help you think. They're going to help you progress. Because it's almost like you have other things to work towards. You have other things to work towards. Like, if you get a home, you're like, I'm going to work really hard and get the furniture that I want. Or I'm going to work really hard and have a farm. Or be able to plant my own things. Or be able to do healing retreats. Or whatever it is that you want to do. That is somewhere over the rainbow for you. Okay, I want to see if I can get anything else about this great love. Because I feel like no matter what I pull, I'm not getting anything about this love. Okay. Let's hit the bell. Holy Spirit. Oh. So this great, before I could even say the words, This great love is going to take you out of funk, sadness. It's going to help you open up and see where you have felt hopeless, where you have felt devastated. You have someone showing you those tools are within you. The you that you want to be is accessible. Someone is going to show you like you are talented. Oh my gosh, you are prepared. And being around people that truly mean that do their own talents and abilities effortlessly, these are the type of people that you need to be around. Not people that are always unhappy or always trying to interfere or are always in crisis. Like, you're so over that. So it's time to suspend your daily planner. It's time to suspend the things that you normally have to do because you are going to get to do it differently now. So they're not letting me see a lot of the who and the what of this great love or this great friendship, but you just need to know that it's grand. It's going to be grand. Everything is happening in due process. We got the scales being balanced twice. Yeah, I feel like you're used to being with somebody that checks out other people. This person is not going to be like that. This person is not going to be like that. Somebody that wants to ride your coattails. You are about to meet somebody that is a trendsetter. Like you. Okay, I got a hint. I got a clue. You are about to meet somebody that is sexy, that is strong-willed, that is courageous. They just speak confidently. They're assertive. They are also a visionary. Look at that. They're also a trend-setting leader. You guys are going to be like a tandem bicycle. Look at them. Okay, he's just wheeling it and she's just like, whee! That is how your life is about to be. Because you are ready to enjoy. You are ready to stop and smell the roses. So we have unison, collaboration. With this person, you will feel and know that it is synchronized, that it is telepathic, that this is an alliance, that they add harmony to your life, that you guys are two of a kind. Wow, we got simpatico. This person could be a Gemini, Libra, Aries, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Taurus. They don't have to be, but those are just some hints. They could be that in sun, moon, or rising. Holy Spirit, is there anything else we need to know about this great love or this great friendship? You won't have to dive deep for the answers. You will not have to lose your mind trying to figure them out. You won't have to get readings like, do they care about me? Do they like me? Like, if this is your message, you're not going to have to go through all of that. You're not going to have to go through what I went through. You're not going to have to go through any of that. You are going to maybe disconnect when you're not around them and just think about it like, yeah. Because I feel like in some circumstances, there is who the devil wants to bring in, which is the false twin flame, the false soulmate. And the devil cannot reach you. He will send a man. He will send a false twin flame. Because the devil's greatest tool is fake love, is pump faking you into something toxic and thinking that that's love. No. So, if you guys don't have to deal with that, that is amazing. Or if you are dating somebody and you guys are not exclusive and then you meet somebody else and you know this other person checks out other people, they're still on their dating apps, then you need to disconnect and weigh the pros and cons, and then you already know. Okay, you already know. But be prepared, because I feel like that is a test when you are being brought the person. Okay? For those of you that believe in the soulmate journey, it is here. You had a false twin flame friend and a false twin flame. Somebody that you thought was your great love and somebody that you thought was going to be your great friend. And now you are being brought unconditional love. For others of you, which I don't normally get a message like this, but there are some of you that, if you've even made it this far into the video, there are some of you that don't even want either one, really. And that could be why it's coming in, or you just want the great love to be for yourself. Okay? But whoever is coming in, that love will be unconditional. It will be constant. They will do anything to help you, to not see you in pain. Their love is infinite. Affirm it below. I am ready for infinite love. I am always attracting infinite love. Ask formation. Why do people love me so unconditionally? Why is my life full of romance? Why am I so lovable? So this person you will be best friends with as well. This person will be protective of you. They will help ward off unwanted energies when everybody else slept on you. But yeah, if some of you guys are single, you might have more than one option. So beware of those that are trying to, beware of those you don't feel comfortable with. Okay, really think about that. If you go out with one guy and you feel anxiety when you're hanging out with them, and then you go out with the other guy and you feel safe, but the other guy is your type and this other guy is not your type, go outside the norm of what is normally your type, because your type has not worked out thus far. You know what I'm saying? You're picking up what I'm putting down? Really think about that. Like, no, Johnny over here, that's my type. That's my type. He's a bad boy. Da-da-da-da-da. This guy over here, he's really nice, but he's kind of boring. No, God is going to show you, if you get rid of this one and you go towards this one, he is the baddest, because this one's not going to protect you. There's nothing bad about not protecting the person you love. There's nothing bad about not being loyal. There's nothing bad about that at all. This person over here, they're bad as F because they are a God-fearing man or God-fearing woman. You are being sent somebody worthy. Like that, they don't hesitate to stand up. They don't say, well, I gotta think about it. I don't know. No. They don't play games either. This person's very straightforward. So think about it. Do you want to play the guessing game and have to get readings? Like, I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what's going on with them. Or do you just want to know? Do you just want to know where you stand? You need to be with the person where you know where they stand with you. Another rainbow. You guys, if you made it this far into the message, drop a rainbow down below, because your patience has paid off. In your victory lap, you will feel serendipity, like everything is just perfect timing. Oh my gosh, that contract worked out for me, perfect timing. This is working out for me, perfect timing. And your prosperity is coming in times 31. Times 31. So you are about to be vibing high. You might even go out and celebrate. My little hermits, you might even go out and celebrate. You're like, I want to go outside. What? You never want to go outside, but you're like, I'm feeling a little dangerous. I want to go outside and like get a yogurt, or I don't know. Like, what do? I'm a hermit too, so I don't really be going out to do things. But if I do, I like to like walk and get yogurt. So it's like the first thing that came to mind. But you might want to go to a nice dinner or go on a nice vacation. You might go a little bit further than what I do. And I love that for you guys. I love that. I love that. I love that. I feel like for me, when I always had family living with me, I couldn't get out of the house fast enough. I was like, get me out, get me out. I was always running away. Always, always, always. Where'd that card go? Always running. Always. Because I was like, oh my gosh, staying with family is just like, you know? Then, when all of them moved out, we all went our separate ways, I was like, this is awesome. And I was never used to that. I was never, no matter how many times I've been an orphan myself, and I've been moved around from home to home to home to home, I never felt comfortable like that was my living room, or that was my dining room table, or that I could just feel comfortable enough to be like, this is my food in the fridge, like whatever it was. It was never truly mine. And now that I have that, being married, it's awesome. I don't want to go anywhere. I'm like, is that bad? I'm like, I just love it here. I've made my sanctuary and I love it here. I freaking love it. I'm like, I got my snacks. I got, all the things I like, my favorite person. Like, where do I want to go? Like, really? And not to say that, like, I don't go places, but you guys know what I mean. Now that it's us, I'm like, good. I'm trying to go anywhere. I'm trying to go anywhere. Not really, because what I mean to say is I'm not running anymore. The sanctuary is mine. The sanctuary is mine. It's not a mansion. It's not, some crazy house on the hills, but it's mine. And I'm so grateful. So grateful. Okay, you guys, let's see if we get any other advice for you. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. Okay. Holy Spirit, is there anything else that we need to know for the collective, for the specific collective, for this message? Anything else? Whoa. Anything else? Hard times are over. I think I got this on Patreon. Hard times are over. Look forward to abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. You are the star. So if you're trying to reconcile, you could be feeling a rush of emotions. Like, I'm trying to reconcile that, like, I'm okay. I've been there because I went through the most horrific year before my spiritual awakening. I've been through some things, okay? But this really topped the cake. So then to have my own sanctuary, even though at first it was like plain, and there was like, some of you guys were with me here from the beginning, and I had nothing on the walls, like nothing. You guys were here when I got my first table, when like you guys were here for that. My A1 day ones, you were here for that in the very beginning of when I didn't even have a table and I read on my bed and I barely had any pillows, or like, you know what I mean? And now 5 years later, it's like, I just love it. I've made it my sanctuary and I feel safe. Like, I don't have to, before it was always having to pick up and move and like having to go here and dealing with family issues and trauma, and like, I don't have to run anymore. Whoever you are reconciling the fact that you do not have to run anymore. And that if you do leave, it's because you want to walk away to something better. It's not like you have to run like, oh my gosh, oh my God. No, you are ready to experience life as it comes, as your authentic self. I had never really lived with a person by ourselves, like ever. And I'm like, this is like slumber party every day. This is awesome. Let's make a fort in the living room. Like, I can eat ice cream whenever the frick I want. I mean, I was doing that anyways. But you guys know what I'm saying. This is a timeline that resonates with your soul. Don't try to talk yourself up out of anything. What you want is right over that rainbow. Right over that rainbow. So if you made it to the very, 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 very end, I want you to affirm it below. What I want, what I desire, what I deserve is right over that rainbow. Capiche? What I want, what I desire, what I deserve is right over that rainbow. Capiche? You already know. I love you guys. All important links are in the description box. The link for Cash App, the link for Patreon, for those of you guys that are looking for personal content that is ad free. That's all below. What else? Don't forget to smash the you know what, hit the bell. Y'all don't want to be missing out on the things, on all the things. And yeah, I love you guys so much.